These are the most expensive Bluetooth headphones on the market right now, just overtopping the €1,400 T&A Audio Solitaire T by $100. I had the pleasure to use the Bang Olufsen Beoplay H100 for a couple of weeks and want to share my experience with you. Are they worth their hefty price tag, and how do they compare to premium alternatives in the more reasonable €500 price range? I received the Infinite Black colorway and used the headphones daily for about 3 weeks. They weigh in 375 grams and are made of aluminium, Titan, lambskin, cowhide, tempered glass and fabric. They have a rather classic appearance and don't scream, "I am a luxury product," right from the get-go. I like this slight understatement, especially because the haptics and materials are top-notch. As soon as you touch the Beoplay H100, you know that they are premium headphones. I don't think they feel a lot better in the hand compared to the Beoplay H95, but there wasn't much room for improvements anyways. If you're looking for a pair of over-ear headphones that features a very luxurious appearance, a sturdy build quality and precious materials, it doesn't get any better than this. As much as I love the design and the materials, I must say that these aren't the most comfortable headphones out there. They have quite a lot of clamp force and rather small ear pads, so if you have a very big head or very big ears, they might not be comfortable to wear. At least the ear pads are very soft. After an hour or two, the H100 starts to hurt my ears and my temple, though the latter is probably due to me wearing glasses. Due to the lower clamp force, I actually prefer the MW75 by Master & Dynamic over the Beoplay H100. They have even smaller ear pads, but they don't push my frames against my temple as badly. If you're usually not concerned by any of this, then you most likely won't have any problems with the Beoplay H100. Don't worry, we'll get to sound quality, active noise cancellation and transparency mode in a moment. Before we do that, I want to showcase one of the nicest features these headphones come with. I absolutely love how the Beoplay H100 is meant to be operated. It doesn't only offer touch areas on the outside pieces of glass, but additional buttons and a rotatable outside ring on both earpieces. I absolutely love real buttons and switches, and I'm still looking back to the proper on-off switch the Master & Dynamic MW65 had. Staying within this topic, the Beoplay H100 turns on and off automatically when you put the headphones on and off your head. I personally prefer a switch, but at least you can remap the buttons in the B&O app to have a proper power switch. The automatic detection does work very well too. In general, there are tons of options to customize the effects of the different buttons. The operating concept is great, easy to understand, and overall a quick way to access some of the different options, to skip songs and change the volume. Besides changing what the buttons do, the app offers a couple other interesting features. There is an equalizer, though not the most detailed one I've ever seen. There's an option to set a standard world volume for phone calls, which is amazing in my opinion. Over-the-air updates are also handled by the application on your phone. Overall, this is one of the better headphone companion apps. Some features aren't available yet. We'll talk about the details in a brief moment. Actually, let's talk about the details right now. These headphones currently offer the Bluetooth audio codecs AAC and SBC. That's the bare minimum every cheap-ass pair of earbuds comes with. Codecs with a higher resolution like aptX Lossless, LDAC and LHDC are not supported as of now. Bang & Olufsen promises LDAC support for later this year, but honestly I don't have any sympathy at all for that decision. These headphones are incredibly expensive and I expect them to be a fully developed product at the time they arrive in stores. These two options up there are literally in the app, but it just says "coming soon" next to them. I know this might almost sound rage-baity, but this is unacceptable behavior. If you pay $1,500 for a pair of headphones, you have every right to expect availability of all the promised features right at the moment you try them out for the first time. It's such a pity that Bang & Olufsen went this route with the H100. This whole thing reminds me of video games, where big day one patches to make the game somewhat playable seem to be the general rule nowadays. But activating the only high-res Bluetooth codec these headphones support later on, bear in mind Bang & Olufsen didn't even communicate a date yet, is just terrible. I hope they learn from their mistakes and don't do something like this ever again. Marques Brownlee said something along the lines of "rate the product for what it is today, not for the future promises," and this statement couldn't be more true. Today these are €1,500 headphones that don't even support a high-resolution Bluetooth codec. Okay, contenance. Let's talk about active noise cancellation. The ANC is pretty damn good. It doesn't quite compete with Sony, Apple and Bose, but it's the next best. Better than the H95 by quite a bit and a lot better than my MW75. I use transparency mode more often and I was delighted with how good it is. The Beoplay H100 has the best transparency mode I've tried so far. I particularly love how well the sounds are locatable. If I hear a car, I know exactly where it's coming from. If I hear a voice, I can turn my head to the right direction straight away. The quality of the environmental noise is amazing as well. I love a good transparency mode and this one is absolutely amazing. The same goes for the sound quality itself. These are the most detailed sounding Bluetooth headphones I tried so far. They have a nice layer of warmth, a pretty heavily boosted bass and slightly sharp highs. The soundstage is how I expected it to be. Medium is the best word to describe it. I prefer a more neutral tuning, but these offer one of the best mainstream tunings available right now. If you mostly listen to pop and rock, you don't have to EQ them at all. I got rid of some bass and pushed the mids slightly. That way they are amazing for classical pieces, jazz and reggae. The sound signature is overall very likable and there is more headroom than I expected. That's particularly noticeable when using the H100 in wired mode. They actually sound more dynamic and detailed when plugging them in via USB-C. Sadly, I experienced some bugs while using the H100 during phone calls. Sometimes I couldn't hear my dialogue partner at all. Sometimes they would not understand me at all for some time in a very silent environment because my voice was so quiet. Switching to my phone's internal speakers and back to the headphones fixed it. After doing that, the left ear cup stopped playing any sound and I had to continue with a mono call for half an hour. This behavior should be fixable with an update. The same did not happen when I used the MW75 with my phone and the same dialogue partner, so I guess it should be the H100's fault. I could go on for hours, but what's the point? You know what you need to know. The Bang & Olufsen Beoplay H100 are luxury headphones with premium materials and a fantastic build quality. They aren't the most comfortable choice if you have a big head or big ears due to clamp force and earpad size. Sound quality is really good for Bluetooth headphones, though the lack of a high-resolution Bluetooth codec might hold it back. I hate that the Beoplay H100 isn't even feature-ready a couple of months after its release. The bugs during phone calls were very annoying as well. I love the phenomenal transparency mode and the above-average ANC. Google Fast Pair and Google Find My Device are supported and that's fantastic. The different buttons, touch areas and rotatable rings make these some of the easiest to use headphones out there. But you know what? The Beoplay H95 offers a similarly luxurious build quality, almost the same operating concept with the rotatable rings on the outside, support for Fast Pair and Find My Device, and even a proper high-resolution Bluetooth codec while being $500 less expensive. I even prefer the design, but that's just a matter of taste. Except for the slightly better sound and the improved ANC and transparency mode, I don't see a reason to spend the extra money on the H100. Let me know what you think. For the dramatic price point, Bang & Olufsen should have done better than this. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Benjamin and this is Pixel Perfect.